let me just start the tour. So, obviously, first page blank, like usual. This, I actually really like this one. It took me a while, but I think this year I really just developed my ability to render, and that was like kind of my whole focus for this year. But I think I definitely have improved in skill, but I don't think this sketchbook is an improvement. But first thing I drew, because you know it's tradition to do this one towards the end. This was like the first thing I drew this year, because if you remember last year I was like going through this crazy phase of like redrawing Renaissance things. This, sometimes I'll draw stuff and I'll like won't hate myself. So the first thing I drew this year was Renaissance things again, just the Mona Lisa and the girl with the pearl earring. I don't really like them that much now, because I feel like I have improved a lot. But yeah, if you remember last year, I think I said something about the like up and down hatching and like how much I loved it. If you notice, we can get a zoom in. I tried that shading technique where it's like not cross hatching at all, it's just hatching, and I was like, like, let me think about this, because honestly, I don't know, I kind of like it. And I literally kept that the entire year. This drawing is one of the main reasons why there's so little in this sketchbook this year. This took me like 2 months. I'm not even joking. I worked on it like day and night for weeks on end, because with the whole thing last year started out like this. I was like, let me just try and capture the essence of the Renaissance paintings, and it could be just like a fun little exercise in shading, like I don't have to do it all the way. And then I drew the Fallen Angel one, or whatever it's called, Fallen Prince, and I started being like, what if I did try and capture every single detail? So I started with this one, and this one, obviously I just didn't do the black background. And then I was like, what if I just tried to capture recreate it down to the centimeter? Turns out paintings take a long time. And even when you're not painting them, they take a long time. And now this one, this is gonna be a new tradition. Just like the skeleton tradition, this is gonna be a new tradition. I love it so much. I saw this, I don't remember where I saw it. I think it was on TikTok, and I don't remember who. I don't think they made this up, but I don't remember who specifically I got the idea from, so. But you like collect all the stickers that you see throughout the year, and you put them all on one page, so it makes this giant collage. I already started my next year's one, because I ran out of room on this one. I am so excited to do this for the rest of my life. I love it. If there's any good thing that came out of this sketchbook. This was the first real page that I just did whatever. This is inspired by Ohkayyay on Instagram. Inspired, I mean I copied it. And yeah, I still had like a tiny bit of a Renaissance kick going, I guess, but yeah. Oh, and this is like from that magazine where it's like, it was like old-timey Halloween costumes, and I thought this like sandwich guy was really cute, even though what the hell kind of sandwich is like lettuce, tomatoes, and like hard-boiled eggs, but they're sliced. This page is all just drawings that I made during school hours from my senior year of high school, and I like keeping those. This is an omen for what's to come, and we don't have to talk about this. This was like months ago, but I'm not talking about this. I got in trouble for drawing this one. It was in my Gov class. I hated that class a lot, and I was like just doodling because we were watching like the most brain dead video, and she was like, why don't we go ahead and put that away, alright? And I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah. I rewatched Daredevil. My favorite show. Who cares? These, oh my god, guys, I'm so excited about this. The fact that he liked, okay, these are based off of art from this comic run. I don't know if any of, well, I think, like, look. It's based off of art from this comic run. Really good. And the artist, oops, liked my freaking post on Instagram. How insane is that? But anyways, he liked multiple. He liked 2. I looked at the reference photos, I colored in the colored pencil, and then I went over top of it with my microns, and it made this really cool comic booky effect. This also took me like 17 years to make. So I spent one thing I have to say about this sketchbook is the individual things look so good. Like, the individual pieces of art look like the best they've ever done. But I would get so tired that, like, I would neglect making the pages look good together. And, like, I don't like this one. But, like, this is, like, so beautiful. And I like this one, too. But, like, I would get so tired that I wouldn't ever want to. I never posted this one. There's a lot of stuff I never posted. I never posted the like Mona Lisa and all that stuff. I still have to post those. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't know why I got so sidetracked. I would get so tired of drawing these for like 20 years that I wouldn't, like, it just took up all my time. Like, I would spend like 17 months on each one, like I said, and then it would be like May and I would only be like 5 pages into my sketchbook. So that's basically what happened. We're skipping this one. I hate this page so much. Sorry, you guys. This doesn't look like them at all. I fucking hate those pages. Anyway, this is the thing that I always do where it's like, you go to the website and it times the drawings, and so you can practice drawing really fast, because that's one thing I need to practice. I need to know how to freaking draw faster. But anyway, I like them. They're cute. They always turn out really cute. A lot of these are so disgustingly ugly. Here's more. And they're really fast, obviously, because they're timed, so it's like a really easy way to fill your sketchbook. Like, look at that little guy. I love you so much. Some of them are ugly, but who cares? Okay, this page spread, just like how I said earlier that I've mostly been trying to focus on rendering this sketchbook. I also was trying to focus on, like, using other mediums more and, like, using my art supplies to their fullest more, because I keep forgetting that I have more than literally just paper and a pencil. So I've been trying, and I'm gonna keep trying next year to, you know, just like make things more diverse. And this all comes from, well, this is literally just from Pandora World, or whatever it's called, at Disney. And the rest is from my sister decorated her walls with a bunch of, like, posters and, nope, that's it, posters. She printed posters of, like, all her favorite things, and, like, this kind of color palette was, like, her aesthetic in her room. And so she had a bunch of extra posters from when she, like, would print 4 on a page to make them all fit together, and she gave them to me because she loves me. This is from, like, a landscaping ad, though, in a magazine. Oh gosh. This I posted a whole video about. Nobody watched it, so, well, that's fine. Also took me forever, but it was really fun and cute. And I don't remember who it was inspired by. I guess I'll put it up on the screen. It's inspired by certain artists. I, like, stole their style. This page, this is, like, my favorite thing I've drawn in this whole sketchbook. I love it so much. This is, like, the best thing I've ever drawn in my life. I found this, like, crazy style of drawing animals in this sketchbook where I make them look like absolutely the stupidest they could possibly look, and I love it so much. But also, just, like, drawing like that is so fun, and, like, it never gets old. Hopefully I am not jinxing myself by saying that, but it literally never gets old. I love it so much. And just like this one, I don't know how I did it. I made that dog actually look like it was, like, soaking wet. Like, it's so, yeah, I just love it so much. But anyway, these are just houses that I found on Pinterest. Again, I just wanted to try and, like, switch things up. I don't know, maybe I'm being too hard on this sketchbook, because this little run is pretty good. This, sorry to whoever that model is on Pinterest as well. Everything's from Pinterest. You follow my Pinterest if you want to have 68 billion photos. Sorry, that's horrible. But everything else is good. I was just practicing people, I guess. Because I used to draw, like, exclusively girls, and now, like, I literally don't draw humans hardly ever anymore, because they're kind of, unless I'm like drawing like one specific actor 78 times, which you'll see. So yeah, but this is really good. I like that one. And this one. Whoopsie. This page also took me forever. I don't know why I was so, well, but also it looks good. Like, this page looks good. But knowing that it took me the time just to make this one spread, that it would have taken me to take, Jesus, that it would have taken me to make 10 whole spreads, I can't tell if it's worth it. I think it is. I just have to budget my time better. Like, I can't, because what I'll do is I'll draw something insanely detailed like this, and I'll go, whew, that's enough drawing for the next 7 weeks, and then I will just take a break. And then that results in not finishing any of the sketchbook. So, same thing. I forgot to mention from this, I started this year, actually it started, I don't know why I forgot to tell you guys. It started with these Daredevil ones. Ooh. I was putting so many pictures onto one thing that I've started doing this thing that I'm definitely gonna do also for the rest of my life. Okay, now, let me not finish any of my sentences. This sketchbook was, maybe I'm being too hard on it, I don't remember. I remember hating this sketchbook, but now I'm looking back at all these pages, I like them. But this sketchbook was basically just like the starting point for like 68 new things that is gonna make my sketchbook so much better for the rest of my life. Like, I started rendering in this new way, and I really love it. I got way more comfortable drawing with color instead of just pencil. I love it. I started a sticker page trend. What have I been saying? Oh, tradition? Who cares? I started doing a sticker collage page. I like that. And I started doing this thing where now when I'm trying to make my spread look like I thought it out, I'll plan it ahead on my Procreate. You basically just like get a bunch of photos, and you don't even have to do photos. You could like do like a little thumbnail sketch of, oh, and I stole these from somebody. I'll put that on there. Anyway, you do like a little thumbnail sketch of, or just get the photos. Usually I just do photos and I cut them out, and I make a collage on, I took a photo of like a blank sketchbook spread, and then I make a little collage with all the photos that I want to draw, and then I just copy that. So now I know exactly where to put everything so that it looks nice. And it's made my individual spreads so much better. Same with this one, I did that. I didn't have this photo, this was after. Like there was something else here, but I didn't want to draw it anymore, so I like covered it up. Not that I covered it up, I just didn't draw anything, and then I put a picture right here, which is why it like barely fits. But, hope that it's been focused this whole time. Who cares? I'm using a camera for the first time instead of just my phone, so hopefully that goes well. Either way, these look so good. I'll link the artist who makes... Dude, do I just steal everything? Yeah. Anyway, I'll link the artist who made these little slugs. I love them a lot. This, I was starting to realize, holy crap, I'm so behind. I don't remember when this was, but I was like, I'm never gonna finish this sketchbook. Straight up, I'm just never gonna finish it. And so I started getting angry, like I usually do. And, you know, I just started, you know, going a little crazy. Oh, this is when I saw Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It was actually really good. Liked it a lot. Anyway. This, you know, I don't even have anything to say about it. I fucking hate this. That's so ugly and cringy. Still a little taking out my anger. Ignore this one, and this one, and this one. Whoops. Just got a little spoiler alert. This, I really don't like this drawing. But I was in like a Forever 21 with my sister and my cousin, who we always go shopping together, and I saw this and I took a picture of it to draw later. But this, dude, this is so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, and look. Hello. Anyway. Oh, this is for my sophomore year chemistry class, where we poured a bunch of shaving cream all over the desks, and then we put a bunch of colored dye, what's it called? Food coloring, and then we made, you know, like this, we like pressed the paper into it. It was crazy. But anyway, oh my god, this is like the most beautiful thing I've ever drawn in my life. That's not true, but I really like it. Anyway, You know what show came out in 2022? My third favorite show. And I drew it a lot. And I was really bad at drawing Oscar Isaac. But, I think I got better as I go along. Some of these are embarrassing, so don't look too hard. Oh, and a cloud just went right in front of the sun. But anyway, don't look too hard at some of them. This one's really good. I like it a lot, even though it's so freaking tiny. And I like this one. I'm not that good at capturing likeness, but I really want to capture likeness, so it just, oops, I skipped a page. So it just makes me sad. And sometimes he makes insane faces, and it looks ugly. Who cares? Try not to focus too hard. I like this one. But anyway, I don't really like this page, because I started like rushing them a lot. Because this is also what I'll do. The biggest drawback to doing the planning them out beforehand is it's way more fun to plan out what you're gonna draw than it is to actually draw it. So I'll go crazy and I'll plan like 10 pages of Moon Knight fan art, and I'll want to draw all of it, but I'll just get so sick of drawing Moon Knight over and over and over again that I'll start to rush and they'll start to look bad. This one, I rushed it on purpose. I drew it in like 5 minutes. This, you remember what I said about rendering? I'm starting to get like a actually good artist.
What the hell?
This we're skipping immediately. Other than this one, I like that one. But we're skipping this immediately because I hate it a lot. I really hate it. Hate it. Oh, hey. Hi. These are cute. And that's the end of the Moon Knight fan art. Whoops, no it's not. Oh, yes it is. Dinosaurs. Hee. Anyway, I spilled food. I spilled food all over my sketchbook right here. Whoopsie daisy. These are from all of high school. I cleaned out my drawer of like papers that I keep multiple drawers of just like little trinkets, but like paper edition, whatever the paper version of trinkets is, scraps that I want to put in my sketchbook because I like doing those. I went through the bottom of it and I had like a bunch of drawings from like freshman year, sophomore year. So these are from like all of high school. And yeah. This, I just wrote down my favorite romantic lyrics. Ignore the fact that I messed up. And because I started, you know, looking for love. I started going on Tinder. Hasn't worked out so far. But I have faith. So, I'll keep trying. This, I love so much. This is so good, and I love this one. But they get better as they go along. I don't know, I was like, when was the last time I just straight up drew little animals? Because I used to do that all the time. So, I drew a bunch of them. Oh god, if I can even reach. Sorry, my setup is so weird, I have to like sit over here. Oh, look at that little baby. Oh, and this is one of the best things I've ever drawn. I'm gonna post all of these at some point. I'll go through and like take pictures. Are you kidding? These are so cute. I drew these. It sounds so conceited, but I love my own art. Get to that point, guys, where you love your own art. This is so good. I love this so much. It's literally so beautiful, and I love how it looks. I'm gonna draw like this forever. In like a year, I'm gonna be like, I hate the way I used to draw. Such is life for an artist. But I love this. Look how cute that is. And that. Oh my god. This, I don't know. I just saw on Pinterest. Hey, what the heck? Look right there. It's like weird. I don't know why that is. Maybe we can just say the giraffe is blushing, I guess. There's like, yeah, there's like weird. Who cares? Okay, well, my camera just stopped recording just now. So hopefully it kept the last little while of footage, because I've never used this camera to make videos before. But anyway, this is, I keep seeing this aesthetic on my Pinterest where it's like cutesy kawaii girl sketchbook aesthetic, and so I wanted to try it out. And I wanted to keep using my colored pencils. This, oh god, I was doing like, there we go. I was doing like you can't look contour drawings. Don't like them. Goodbye. This, just trying to draw people again. You could tell that I was gonna put more down here. Got lazy, got tired, didn't feel like doing it. I like this one though. This, I kept being like, I just want to draw something where I don't have to render it, and I don't have to make it look like finished at all. I just want to draw something that's like quick and fun. So it's like, what if I literally just draw like my favorite part of figure drawing, where you draw these little circle guys? So I did. And then I was like, hey, do you know what this looks like? Because obviously I do this with everything I see. I say, you know what this looks like? Spider-Man! Yes, of course. Always. You know me so well. Good guess when you said Spider-Man. I know you did. I drew Spider-Man a lot. There he is. And I drew it in Micron because I'm trying to get away from just doing pencil. And I think it looks good. This, I did this thing where I like set a timer. And I'm trying to like branch out and not draw everything the same over and over. But I set a timer where I would switch colored pencils at every like 30 seconds or something, which sounds like a long time, but it took me like 20 seconds just to like pick up the pencil, like put one pencil down and then pick up another pencil. So it was really like every 10 seconds I could draw, and I think it came out pretty good. I was expecting them to not be so tiny. Like, I don't know why I drew so small. I was expecting each of them to fill up the whole thing, but whatever, I guess. This, again, I just left so much blank space. But like, look at the shading. I think that's really good. I just need to give myself, the problem is I got tired of it so fast because I was running out of like energy for the year to draw. Because I had already spent so much time and energy on my previous drawings, like full masterpieces every time. So I just need to be able to have the time to go back and finish pages if I get tired of them, instead of just have to drop it. This, I drew on the other page first, and then I was like, this page is like so squiggly and ruined. I just kind of didn't want to. Anyway, this is something I would like never draw. It's all Posca pen. My dark green is like running out, it looks like. I've had it for like 3 years, so that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. Again, I was like, I just want to draw something mindless. And if you look, you can literally see faces everywhere. And I guess that's just part of the human condition. But like, I look at this and I only just see faces. And that was not on purpose. So. Well, this is the part where I skipped a bunch of pages because I wanted to keep it in line with like chronological order. Like it like became like November and I was only like here, so well, you could not see that at all. Here. I was only a few pages in. Well, a few. Whatever. I skipped a bunch of pages with the intention of coming back and filling them in, but I just got so sick and tired of the sketchbook. Maybe I just judged it too harshly. I don't know. It's been a few days since I've drawn in it, like a week, and I think I've cooled down a little bit, but I was just so angry. Who cares? This page was fun, but it also took me like a long time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it represents. It represents poo-poo, pee-pee. This page is more of those little guys that I've been drawing. And it's just animals with their food in their mouth. Ah, it's so cute. You should see the actual photos. I am showing them to you right now. But so you should look at them. So I was still trying to get a girlfriend, and I went through this little phase where I was like, I'm gonna revamp my whole style. I'm gonna dress how I want to dress. And I made this Pinterest board, and yeah, I don't know. I was just looking at so much like fashion that I felt inspired to draw some of it, I guess. And this is, I like a lot, and I want these jeans would like cure me of any illness that I could ever. I'll be immune to all illness if I have those jeans. They would be so good for me. There's this TikToker who is like a model for like artists anyway, and so she was like, why not just start posting them on TikTok? And so she like posts herself doing like model poses for artists on TikTok, and it's so good. I love them so much. I'm gonna definitely I got kind of bored of drawing her, but I still have a bunch of her like TikToks saved. I'm definitely gonna make more. This one I love so much. I'm such a good artist. I'm the best drawer in the whole world. And yeah, womp womp. Well, I guess I was wrong before when I said it was November, but anyway, Drawtober. Whoopsies. I guess I'll put that on screen too. I, like, finished this one, almost. I was really close to finishing Midnight Delivery, but then I got tired of it. I got tired, and I didn't want to do it anymore, which is a theme, I guess. Oh, these pages, I don't like them. This page is ugly. This page is ugly. They're ugly because I made 2 of them for no reason. Don't like it. Yay! So beautiful! The most amazing page in the whole, like a spread, and the whole sketchbook, drawn by my sister, who is more of an artist than I am. She's better than me. She drew these. I gave her my sketchbook and she said I wasn't allowed to look, and then she popped out a masterpiece, and this is it. So everybody like, comment, and subscribe for Mackenzie. And then unsubscribe and just comment, wow, Mackenzie, you're so good at drawing. And then unlike it, I guess. Okay, well, that was her slamming her freaking door while I told her that I was filming. Okay, never mind, rescind everything I just said then. Stolen. Again, steal everything. This drawing is stolen from this guy. Of course, steal everything. Good artist copy, great artist steal, and credit. That's the difference. Kept seeing all these TikToks where it was like,
what's it like to hold the hand of someone you love? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Did they teach you how to feel finger to finger?
core edits that were making me feel empty inside, and so I drew it. Got bored again. This is kind of fi though. I should do that more. Just like devote like a whole page to just like a photorealistic sketch of a character I like. But yeah, Ghost. It's Brittany Broski. I don't know if you could recognize it, but like 2 Christmases ago maybe, she did this podcast episode with, whoops, sorry, I don't watch that guy. I don't know what his name is. I will put it up. But he dressed up as Santa and she dressed up as Mrs. Claus, and it was like supposed to be like a funny costume. She looked incredible. Sorry.
Do you know what this is telling me?
What?
You can say that you hate gay people.
Oh no, I do.
More Christmas time stuff. Just, my mom had like the most beautiful fancy stickers ever. And I was like, can I have these? And she was like, sure. Probably thinking that I would use them for future presents. No, they're here now, forever. And they will never be on a present. One of the last things I did was draw some fan art of Wakanda Forever and Tenochtitlan. And because he seems really cool. But then I got really sad about the first Black Panther, and I kind of didn't want to draw anymore for the rest of the year. Womp womp. And yeah, the year was already almost over anyway. I saw this opening night, obviously, because my family's a Marvel family. But, yeah, I don't know. I just got really tired of this sketchbook, and I was really beating myself up about it, about how little that I had drawn. But like, if we look at my old sketchbooks, I'm pretty sure this is the most I've ever drawn in a sketchbook. There was like a little chunk in the middle that I didn't draw anything, but like, I drew a freaking lot. And, so, yeah. That's kind of all I have to say.
No, it isn't. Oh my god, I forgot to do the final thoughts section. Okay, final thoughts. I think this sketchbook was actually, like, in hindsight, better than I remembered while I was drawing it. When I was making the sketchbook, I hated it. But looking back, most of the actual art is, like, it's just, the cover is, okay, there isn't a cover. There's no cover art. But the actual cover is messed up and yellowing, but whatever. Maybe that'll add to the charm when I'm looking back on this thing in the future. For my 2023 sketchbook, my goals are to fill up more of it and finish more of the pages that I plan, instead of just leaving them halfway done and then saying I got bored. Like, I want to give myself time to go back and finish them if I ever do get bored.
Okay, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.